Hello, church. Today we're studying from Psalm 132, and this is again one of the Song of Ascents, one of the songs, the 15 psalms that the children of Israel, the Hebrew children, would sing as they were going up to Jerusalem to the festivals. So this is one more song, and the people are singing them as they congregate and as they gather and move to Jerusalem. And this song is, the name of it is Trust in the God of David. And it's really in two parts. The first 8 verses are reminding God of David, all that he's done for the Lord, and bringing the tabernacle together, bringing the Ark of the Covenant into Jerusalem. David wasn't allowed to build the temple. Solomon built the temple, but David gathered all the materials and had the heart for it. And that is delineated here. And in verse 1, it starts out, Lord, remember David and all his afflictions. It wasn't easy for David to do all this. And in fact, as Bob gathered yesterday, as he shared yesterday, David's life, an overview of David's life. And we see that from the time that Samuel anointed him king, there were very few times in David's life when he wasn't opposed by someone, be it King Saul, his own wife, family, the nation, the Philistines. There was always someone opposing David and what he wanted to do, but he had a heart for God. And so this Lord, remember David and all his afflictions, and how he swore to the Lord, and how he vowed that he was going to make a house for God. And it goes through this, the first eight verses. He said, I'll give myself no rest till I find a place for God. And God chose Zion, Jerusalem, as the final resting place. And then the last 8 verses, the first 8 are kind of reminding God of his promise to David and David's work and getting there. And then the last 8 are the blessings of God and God's covenant. And we see that to David, but we also see that carried on to Jesus, because God promised David he'd always have someone on the throne. His kingdom would last forever. And we know that that is through Jesus, who's the direct descendant of David, that he will reign forever and ever. And then the glory of that. In verse 17 and 18, the last 2 verses, I will make the horn of David to bud. He's going to grow the kingdom. And I have ordained a lamp for mine anointed. The light. Jesus said, I'm the light of the world. And his enemies will I clothe with shame, but upon him shall his crown flourish. Upon David, the Israel people, through Christ, the Messiah, the crown is established forever. Be blessed today as you study Psalm 132.